My name is Richard White. This is my wife Megan Ulrich, whatever, and my little boy. Basically, we both love older generation cars and rebuilding them. This is something we found laying around whatever in bits and pieces, and we slowly but surely started building it. It was more a joint project venture where the wife liked it, but I had to mechanically fix it so she can ride. We've still got the thing on about when it's running and driving every day. I'm not allowed driving it. So.
No. When I first saw the car, it tugged at my heartstrings, and I didn't know what it was to begin off with, but I fell very deeply in love with it.
The thing about sequels is it's very rare for them to be better than the original. There's only one sequel, apart from my Mark II obviously, that I think improved on the original, and that's another machine from the 80s. I refer to Terminator 2 obviously, the only better sequel ever made, unless you count Aliens.
My name is Nadeem, aka Punta. Been into cars as long as I can remember. I was about 12 years old when the Supra, the Mark III specifically came out, and I fell in love with the car on sight. So for years and years I've been looking for one, and eventually a friend had one for sale. Called him up, went to look at it, made the deal, and it's been a love affair since day one.
Gafieldien, and I drive a 96 model Supra. Currently racing top ends with it at ODI and whatever top end events is available for us in the country. And I've got the car for the past 4 years, and we've did 1,000 horsepower build on the car. Our current Supra that I'm driving now also got some German parts in it. So if you look at the gearbox that we're using, it's also a Getrag gearbox.
What I've seen so far, whatever, the car's got a lot of smooth lines. It looks like it could be a lot of fun and handling, whatever wise. I must say, character-wise, they've actually kept a lot of the 2JZ and the rest of them that they've built, the lining and that, they've kept the same, whatever. Performance-wise, obviously they're giving us decent power. But at the end of the day, I'm a bit old school. I like things that have character to them, whatever. But the new Supra, nobody would say no. Everybody would say yes. My wife was even going on about it. Oh, the new Supra, new Supra. So it shows you everybody loves what's going on with it.
Well, you know, initially seeing the car in pictures and on the interweb doesn't do justice to seeing the car in the flesh. I didn't like it. Knowing that BMW was involved so much with the development of the engine, the gearbox, the chassis, etc., etc., I expected much more. But seeing the car in the flesh, I mean, it's beautiful.
The lines are growing onto us, and the guys in the States have done a couple of 10-second passes, I believe, so clearly there is some potential. I think some of the guys were disappointed in the beginning, but I think some of them are slowly being convinced. But the main thing is first to take the car and see what potential it has in its stock form.
It's got all these curves, these vents that just work on the car when it comes together. I haven't driven it yet. I'd like to, and give a more detailed description. But looking at it as is, I like what I see. And it's got a lot of potential. I've seen a few kits that are out for it, and it looks good with the kits. So I like it.
Over 41 years and 5 generations, the Supra has evolved. But it hasn't grown up. It doesn't really matter if you're a hardcore tuner, a humble enthusiast, a passionate restorer, or an avid collector. The new Supra, just like the last one, is a car for everybody. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have a life of its own.